come with your goals, I'm bringing my gang. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game. More than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a...
Sound like some superheroes. Some black superheroes. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a role like me. Military mind stated, and I keep in a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mega. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people. Give me liberty or death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, into party, alter ego. Killed your leader in gazebo, did it for the people. Love what motivated, I did not do it for hatred. But I truly hate the devil, I cannot debate or fake it. I was asked a question and the asker thought it hard. If I was facing death and I could ask one thing of God, I would ask for every to be free here and abroad, and to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God, and to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God.
Need a black superhero.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. That's complete to Slayton. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The Giants at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And the Giants send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Here's Austin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, this defense for the Giants, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. With that run, double check my math. Yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Fields now to throw. He'll dump this underneath for Evans. And out across midfield down to the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw, Fields. That's caught. He puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And now off to the races down the right side. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now a first down throw, Fields. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Fields on first down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring. And another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now Austin. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders have taken the lead. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll try the right side here. Barkley, he'll get this down to the 38. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On first down, it's Fields. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Looking sideline, and that's caught by Hopkins. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Now Fields. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts. But
and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Commanders will extend their lead here. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught at the 5. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. High throw, but the catch is made. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
A first down carry for Barkley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Second half begins with a run by Robinson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try and run for this with Evans. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Robinson. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 37. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Evans. And some room to work. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. To throw is Fields. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Smith. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up front.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
To the 36-yard line, stop there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Fields on 3rd down. This is Smith with a grab. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. Robinson up the middle. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darrynton Evans, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. Fields trying to throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Sly set to boot it. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again, it's Barkley. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Brought down on the play by Kayvon Thibodeaux. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 43-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. On 3rd down, Robinson. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have a Washington first down. They didn't get a lot, but they do convert on 4th. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Handoff now to Robinson. 95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll run this one right with Robinson to the 27-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On the give, here's Robinson. Down right around the 25. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
And that is no good. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if